Watch Gabay. You see him yelling right at the top of your screen. The ball snapped. Right up inside. See that? Now that forced him back outside. It's good defense. Good keys.
3rd down and 4. Harvey puts pressure on Cunningham. Here's James Joseph. And Joseph fights his way for a 1st down inside the 30-yard line. And an injured player on the field as we wind down to the 2-minute warning. With 1:58 on the clock. And shaken up for the moment was Lamont Hollingquest. And he appears to be all right. 2 minutes in this 1st half.
Howard, appreciate that. Take out of that? You do a great Cosell. You do Cosell better than he does.
Randall Cunningham, 2 for 8 in the 1st quarter, but has missed only 1 pass. And has thrown a touchdown pass in the 2nd quarter, but the turnovers really hurting the Redskins.
Yeah, they're hurting them, but those stats just bear me out of what I talked about earlier about the inconsistency with Cunningham. You know, and he's, like we said, when he's on, he's on. And right now he's on 6 of 7. He's got him on the 28-yard line driving. This is when he's at his best.
And a big test for the Redskins defense right here. Leading 14-7. 1st down. Cunningham looks one way and finds Joseph. And this time Ken Harvey grabs a hold of him and doesn't let go, and they get to the 25, a gain of only 3.
Nice by Harvey in the open field. That's a tough position to be in. You get a big old running back, Lester Holmes. I'm behind Lester Holmes, and Joseph really has people in front of you to make you miss. And Harvey makes Holmes miss and comes back and makes the play.
Harvey with 8.5 quarterback sacks coming into the ball game, and we have an injured Redskin, and it looks to be Shane Collins. Harvey, one of the important free agent pickups that the Redskins are proud of. Harvey is one, Henry Ellard is another amongst Charlie Casserly's signings during the offseason.
Yeah, Harvey has really played well for them and given them a pass rush because they haven't had a pass rush. And the thing that amazes me about him is he's not a big guy. He's a kind of a little guy, around 232 pounds, and he should be bigger. You watch Collins 91 right there in the middle of your screen. See, Broderick Thompson just... That looks cheap if you ask me. Diving on a guy in the back of his knees like that. And I know Broderick's not that kind of a guy. But there's no reason to be getting a guy from behind like that.
We'll take a break right now and return. 1:38 remaining in this 2nd quarter. Dane Collins runs off on his own power. Leonard Marshall replaces him up front. 2nd down and 7 for the Eagles. That was Charlie Garner and dropped at the 25-yard line for no gain. The clock continues to run. Now it stops as the Eagles have used up their 1st timeout.
Well, Sterling Palmer read that trap inside very quickly. Came back inside. Here's another guy, a 2nd-year guy that they like what he has to do. Watch him inside. They're going to run this trap back inside. Watch him close it down. Dips inside of the back of Walker's block and makes the play. There's Sterling Palmer. Good movement. Big man, 260 pounds. He needs to get a little bit bigger and play down inside. They like him down inside, but he doesn't have enough weight in his drawers down there. Yeah, they need him to get to about 275 to be more effective as a tackle, but he has the speed still to play in.
Giants are leading Detroit 10-8. I think the score was, in a very important 3-4 game for both teams.
Cecil Fielder hit one in the top of the fourth.
Yeah, that's right. Charlie Garner has gained 30 yards on 10 carries thus far, so the Redskins have kept him quiet thus far. Remember, he gained 122 in their 1st meeting back on October the 9th. 3rd down and 7. Cunningham, tip incomplete. And the pass was intended for Maurice Johnson. And that will bring up 4th down, and Eddie Murray trots onto the field. So kudos to the Redskin defense in the light of a 2nd straight turnover, avoiding the touchdown by the Eagles here. Murray already has missed a 49-yard field goal, his first miss of the year. This will be a 42-yard attempt. Barker is the holder. And Murray's kick is going to be short, and it hits the upright and bounces off. And Eddie Murray, who was perfect coming into this game, has missed 2 in a row, and the Redskins keep their 14-7 lead. Like Eddie Murray had made 19 straight field goals dating back to the end of last year before his 2 misses so far today.
Yeah, before you jinxed him way back in the first quarter, he was kicking up a storm.
You know, someone's going to tell him that, and he's going to believe that.
Well, in fairness to Eddie Murray, you know, they put him back outside the 40 both times, although he's good enough to make those kicks.
Redskins are out of timeouts. First down on their 33-yard line. Ricky Irvin with a carry. Picks up about 2 or 3 as we wind down to a minute remaining in the first half. Second down and 7. You wouldn't think the Redskins will try anything fancy here. Here's Ricky Irvin with a nifty bit of running up the middle and a cutback. Close to midfield and a first down for Washington. A gain of 10.
Yeah, the Redskins aren't getting fancy, but Ricky Irvin's throws some of those fancy feet out there. Now you see Farad in hurry-up offense trying to get down to give Lohmiller a shot, who also has been struggling.
They hurry up the offense. First and 10 on the 47. Farrad's going to throw, and the pass is caught. And it's Henry Ellers.
Boy, the kid's got poise. This kid, Farad, really has some nice poise.
10 seconds remaining. One more play, and they may have a shot at a field goal, but it's going to be chancy right now. They stop the clock.
Boy, that could have been a fumble. He was lucky.
And there's a flag now.
You hear him yelling, that's a fumble. He never got that ball down. Hantak saying no way. But I might have to disagree. That ball snapped out of his hand after he took the snap. He never was able to throw it down. Watch him take the snap. He brings it up. That ball is a fumble. Hantak is wrong. That's a clear ball, and Harmon misses it.
Illegal touching. It was a forward pass. Hit number 69 on the offensive team. It is loss of down. Second down.
Boy, he hit Mark Schlereth, the right guard.
Not only did he miss, and it's a fumble, but he's calling it again on Schlereth, 69. You tell me that this is a pass that hits this guy at all. Ball is up in the air. That's a fumble. Hantak is wrong.
And Lohmiller will come in to try a long field goal here with 3 seconds remaining. Lohmiller has struggled this year. He kicked well in Indianapolis indoors.
You see McMillan, Mark McMillan walked over to where Lohmiller was patting the ball down, or patting the ground down, and he started patting it in front of him and talking to him. I've never seen that before.
Well, gamesmanship.
This guy's a blast. This guy kills me. He's a blast. He's got some spunk to him.
John Freese, who is the second quarterback, will hold a 54-yard attempt by Lohmiller, whose longest was 47 this year. And the kick is good. It hits the crossbar and goes over. And the Redskins get 3 as time runs down.
This is all that Lohmiller could give them, and it's all that they needed. Ball comes down, almost hits RoboVision, just misses him. Bounces right back inside.
Murray missed, Lohmiller made it, and that's the end of the first half with the score. The Redskins 17, the Eagles 7. Stay tuned for the Dockers halftime as Fox NFL Sunday continues after these messages from your local station. The start of the third quarter, the Redskins lead the Eagles 17-7, and this first half highlight is brought to you by MCI Proof Positive.
Well, Gus for real, here he is. And here's the reason, you know, the guy has great poise. Stands in there, knows he's going to get hit. And the most important thing is he's accurate. This ball is thrown where it has to be thrown, outside and right on the money. This is an exciting guy, and it's a reason for him. I mean, the guy just has that presence. In fact, speaking to Sonny Jurgensen at halftime, you know, Jurgensen said, hey, this guy is for real. I've liked him since training camp. He does all the right things. He does things you can't teach, and that's a big key.
Desmond Howard and Ethan Horton, the recipients of his touchdown passes, and a great momentum change after the 2 turnovers. The Redskins stopped the Eagles, missed the field goal, and then Lohmiller hits a 54-yard.
Yeah, that's a monster kick
at the
for
end.
Lohmiller. Yeah, there's no question. And so they go in 17-7 instead of 14-7. And don't forget, they also dodged the bullet because Farrat fumbled that football and it wasn't called. So Hantak messed that call up, and as a result, 3 points for the Redskins.
But Farrat has hung in there, and of course he was the guy who brought the Redskins back to at least try and make that 54-yard field goal. So we're underway in the second half. Short kick by Murray, and is taken down by Brian Mitchell. And Mitchell dives forward to the 39-yard line, and that's where the Redskins will take over. They've been protecting Farrat well in this first half.
Well, and that's a testament to the offensive line, but also you can see he was sacked one time and hurried once. Now he got knocked down 3 times. That's a testament to the offensive line and Farrat, because Farrat is getting rid of the ball fast. Now the thing that surprises me is, look right here. Under 10 yards, there's only 3 completions out of 10. And then down here, he's 4 out of 7. That's surprising. Usually with a young guy, you want to start hitting the underneath stuff to get him the confidence. But he's got confidence, it looks like, more down the field.
First play, Ricky Irvins, and the best starting field position for the Redskins. No gain as Fuller makes the stop. Irvins gained 76 yards on 13 carries in the first half. The Eagles had not given up more than 65 yards a game in rushing more than twice this year. So the running game is there, and Farrat's number 7 of 17 for 122 yards and 2 touchdowns. Second down, 10. Play fake. Farrat, Cedric Smith, and he's wrestled down by Byron Evans. They'll leave him short of a first down by about 5 or 6 yards.
Now this time Byron Evans isn't going to make the mistake and look back. Usually when you're matched up in man coverage, you just stay right on the man. You don't take your eyes off anything but him. Now here you just see him just break out of that and come up and get a good, nice hit. Evans is a guy, I'll tell you what separates him from the rest of the pack, his middle linebackers. He's got a great feel for pass coverage. He drops back in there and he sees everything the quarterback sees.
He was a star defensively Monday night against the Oilers. Third down and 6. Short drop by Farrat. The pass is intercepted. And that's going to be Greg Jackson down the sideline. Greg Jackson for the touchdown. 55 yards.
Derek Frazier did an outstanding job in the transition game of going from the defender to the offensive blocker. And he got Ricky Irvins and allowed Jackson to come up. Watch him sets up. Jackson just came right underneath. I think Byron Evans got his hand on that. Now watch Derek Frazier. He just heads Ricky Irvins off, slows him down just enough to allow Jackson to get into the end zone.
And that's the first time in his career that Greg Jackson has intercepted a pass and run it in for the touchdown. Eddie Murray for the extra point with Barker holding. And the kick is good, and it is now 17-14. Jackson's 4th interception of the year, 2nd against the Redskins. Eagles relying on their defense. Byron Evans, and then it was Greg Jackson with the interception, his 4th, and he leads the club. And the Philadelphia Eagles now have forced 3 turnovers and have capitalized on 2 of them for scores, and it is a 3-point Redskin lead. Murray kicking off, and it'll be Mitchell at the 10 on the return for the Redskins. Brian Mitchell wrestled down by Otis Smith from behind.
The interception was brought to you by Bud Carson's defense, giving another look to Gus Front. And you're going to see they show man, but they go all the way back out of a 2-deep look, so it looks like they're in zone. But he's responsible right there. Greg Jackson reads it from back and makes the break. And you can watch right here. Now, this looks like zone